Okay. Let's get this going on. Hey guys. Okay. Only gotta find my last piece. Okay. Hey guys. Welcome back to YouTube's live feed. Okay. I think I'm live on. I actually am live on TikTok. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome. Where'd my there my sucky went? All right. I ain't got a restriction yet. So let's do this. Actually, it's charging up pretty good. Let's get the other one plugged in. That's gonna look like a science experiment. If it'll reach. Let's see. It might not reach. Oh, it doesn't reach. All right, fair enough. You know what? Let's get the spoon. Everybody needs a spoon. Everybody needs a spoon. Scovia. Hi. 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 Hello. Bottle spoon. Actually, I don't know what they do with these, but it seems pretty cool. That's pretty solid. I smoked a cigar for half a second in front of the screen an hour ago, and I got a restriction. Here I am smoking it right in front of the screen and get nothing. Oh, TikTok, I don't get you. Rumble, Nostrovia. Let's hear about you guys. Where are you from? I'm out of Detroit, Michigan. It's pretty cold in here. It says it's 50, but my feet are cold. And that usually tells me there's a heat leak somewhere, which means usually behind me because my door is not sealed up. I don't know what that is, but I won't add you. I don't know what it means. I won't email you. I won't add you. Whatever it is. Oh, okay. Now I'm going to block you because I don't know what that is. Scovia. All right, so I'm going to block you. Nothing personal. Happy New Year. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. They got me finally. Can't smoke cigars on TikTok. They get mad. Oh, block you by all means. I got nothing against blocking any of you. There we go. If I can figure out how to get you, okay. And block. You are gone. Happy New Year. Goodbye. There we go. All right. Imagine joining to just be blocked. That's a weird thing. I mean, it's kind of fun, I guess. Let's see how. This actually is almost. Yeah, it's pretty much cooled down. I can almost go to bed now at this time. It's cold. It is legitimately cold out here. You can't see it. Well, my breath is just a little bit slight, but yeah. Nope, there goes that one. Time to let a new one. These are actually really not my favorite smokes. I'm just trying to get done because I really don't like them. These are cheroots. I like cheroots, but not this kind right here. These are awful. Hey guys, where are you from? I'm out of Detroit. Where's my? Now there's my torch. If you guys tell me where you're from, I'll light on my cigar with my blowtorch. Where are you from? Like I said, I'm out of Detroit. What hemisphere are you from? Or are you just lurking? If you're lurking, hit 1. Or like my feed. Actually, like my feed if you're just lurking. Hey, why not? Otherwise, you're just looking at a weird gay chick rolling a fucking little cheroot. That's not going anywhere. Alright. Fuck you anyway. God, is it cold out here sometimes. Yep, they are. I want to go inside so bad right now, but I still gotta wait for my fire pot to cool down a little bit. Yep, they are safety glasses. I wear safety glasses at all times in my workspace. Actually, because of my welding teacher, he told a really fucked up story. When I was in welding school, my welding teacher had a story. And this is why I wear safety glasses at all times. So my teacher was a welder at a sawmill in mid-Michigan about 40 years ago. And this is, God, 40, 50 years ago. And this is before OSHA, as we call it, and all safety regulations became what they are today. And there was a guy that was there that was quite particularly ornery, and he didn't wear safety glasses for nothing. Well, running chainsaws runs off some pretty good sized pieces of sawdust, I guess, if you will, or chips. Well, he would not wear safety glasses, and everybody was like, dude, come on, you gotta wear safety glasses, it's dangerous. And he's just like, yeah, boys don't know what you're talking about, you're crazy, yada yada. And they're just like, okay, dude, hey, we tried warning you. Well, as he was out there working and being the ornery man that he was, he got a sliver in his eye, like right directly in his eyeball. And he took it really bad because it hurts. I don't know if you ever had an eye injury, but they're horrible. Well, so he got it, as far as I know, in the morning, the injury occurred. By the end of the day, the guy was kind of like one eye blinking, like really bad. And they're like, dude, you should really get that checked out. You know what I mean? And he goes, no, you boys don't know that you're just a bunch of dumb boys, yada, yada. And they're like, okay, dude, hey, whatever it is. And then the next day he wakes up and his eye looks really bad. And they're just like, hey, go get it checked out. And he goes, you guys don't know nothing, yada, yada. He goes, and the guys were like, it's not that we don't know nothing, it's just you look really not good. Well, towards the end of day 2, this guy was looking pretty bad, like really bad. And they're just like, this guy won't do nothing. And it was a time where you didn't just like drag people and throw them in a car and take them to the ER. Some did, but it really wasn't a thing. Well, the guy was doing pretty bad, like I said, by day 2, nightfall. Well, by day 3, this guy was really in bad shape. Actually, his health was starting to fail. He was starting to be physically ill. And the people were just like, dude, you're sweating really bad. Like he was running a fever, like he had a severe infection kind of thing. And he just, you guys don't know nothing. I just need to sleep it off. Just, sweat out the fever, yada, yada. And they're like, man, I don't know, but I think you need to get that checked out. Well, they let him do what he wanted to do. And by day 4, next day to rise and wake, he actually died because his eye got infected from a wood fiber that he got in his eye, a splinter. And because that was so close to his brain, the infection went directly to his brain and actually infected his brain. Excuse me. And that guy actually did die from literally, it was just like a really small little fragment too. But it actually did go and it affected his brain. It killed him in 4 days. And my welding teacher was so strict on that after that even with our welding helmets on, we had to have safety glasses on under our welding helmets. And I never forgot that story to this day. And that's why I wear safety glasses. Like right now, I'm not doing anything right now. You guys can see, but that's why I still wear safety glasses. And I will say this, I was doing work on this battle spoon right here. This mean little 18-incher. And there was a couple times where a little bit of fleck actually got under my safety glasses. Let's see. All right, so Jesse says, I'm a Sparky, but the power poles are coated in a nasty compound to keep them from running. Yeah, it's called creosote. Yes, that stuff is absolutely nasty and disgusting. Bro, what am I on? King Bob, what do you want me to be on? Let's talk about it. Want to go live? Let's talk about it. Want to go live? I got a little time I got to let my fire pot cure. So, hey, if you want to go live, let's talk about it, Bob. King Bob. But yeah, no, legit. No, I hear what you're saying. And no, I'm like a real stickler for this. But no, I need to get my full face shield out here. I actually have like this real full face shield that I actually do wear. And I feel kind of like an idiot that I was not wearing it the night I was working on like my the battle spoon. Because the funny thing was actually the routing is what was the most like climactic of the whole process. And those little chips were like my safety glasses, I wear them tight to my face. They were still flying underneath just from the air blast of my little Dremel routing tool. But hey, King Bob, if you want to go live, let's do it. Man, I gotta fucking block your ass again. God damn, go away. Go away. Okay, block. Good. Done. Done. Still blocked. Okay. All right. But anyway, King Bob, if you want to go live, let's talk. Let's talk safety and regulations. I am not right now, but I do it sometimes. Like, actually, where is it? Here it is. I'll show you. Hang on one second. This is the most current thing I'm working on right now. This is a holy fuck, where do you guys come from? My god, Korea should have better standards, my god. Go away. Gone. Okay, so this is actually what I'm working on right now. This is a battle spin. And it's actually 5 feet long. Almost 5.5 feet long. I can't even show you, it's so long. That's what I'm working on right now. But no, I gotta say, like, wood gets so light and it can like fly like up under your glasses and stuff. I've actually had brass fly under my glasses before, and there's like you can only do so much. I know at the end of the day, but man, it's kind of wild when it gets to you. Actually, earlier this week, I did get a scratch on my eyelid from some sawdust getting under my eyelid through my glasses, safety glasses, or under them, and it sucked. Do I know anything about tarot cards? There's big money in the boards you do spreads on. I don't actually run spreads on anything. I have friends that have dabbled in tarot. That's not necessarily my cup of tea. I didn't know there was actually money to be made on that. That's kind of wild. I'm still waiting for King Bob to go live with me right now because he talks a big game. I hate when people talk a big game and don't back it up. It's just like such a silly, cowardly thing to do. All right, so you know anything about? They're pretty, and yes, check them out. I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't even know what that means. I will not be betting on tarot cards, by the way. If that's your next move. Where are you from, Jesse? It sounds like you're talking about Ouija. Or Ouija. You talking about Ouija? God, it's just not getting, like, my feet are still so damn cold in here. You're saying tarot cards are different than Ouija or Ouija, but I don't know, man. It's still kind of like, all right, so you're in Tennessee. I don't know what part of Tennessee you're from, but if you're in, like, East Tennessee, they got powwow magic, and that comes from, like Central Eastern Europe. And that kind of sounds like what you're getting down with, like Hex Hollow kind of stuff. And, like, Witch Doctor. Like, I remember, like, when I was a kid growing up in Detroit, and, yeah, it's here at Appalachia Southeast. Yeah, that makes sense. That's where a lot of it was from. Like, when I was a kid growing up in, like, you know, Detroit, I remember these hillbilly-ass kids being like, Miss Manders, they gave me the evil eye. And Miss Manders was actually from the South. She was actually from Arkansas. She was a nasty old woman, too. God damn, was she nasty. But anyway, she actually had an understanding of what these kids were after. But, like, in the world I grew up in, even though my family was from the South, they didn't believe in, like, Appalachian magic. But at the end of the day, it was just like, it's still kind of like European voodoo. And I ain't got nothing against it. Like there's legitimacy to it. Like trust me, I get it. I agree. But like at the end of the day, it still sounds like you're trying to say you're betting on like things. And like my great grandma, she was Irish, and she could read playing cards, and she did. And the two times she used playing cards to her advantage, she actually had a heart attack each time. So like my family is not like we'll say ignorant to that, but it definitely ain't our cup of tea. I guess it's not my cup of tea at minimum. But it was pretty wild to hear like 6 to 8 year old kids when I was in elementary school saying they gave me the evil eye, Miss Manders. Their accents were still so strong. It was cute. All right, so Jesse says I'm fun and interesting enough. I actually am a Santa Muerte follower, and I'm white. Santa Muerte, dead Santa follower. What? No, why would I give you $10? Why do I owe you $10? Tell me that. Why should I give you $10? Tell me your story. I don't like when someone says, "Can you give me money? Can you help me out?" Well, why should I? Do something for me. Entertain me. At minimum. Can you entertain me? Thus far, it seems like you just want to ask people to help you. That's kind of lame. Actually, it's lame. It's lazy. Hey, do a dance for $10. That's legit, yeah. I've had some say, that's dehumanizing to say $10 for a dance. And I'm like, well, they want my money that I worked for. No, you're going to fucking dance. All right, so they say, I want to get my baby sister something Christmas gifts because we didn't get anything. Where are you from, dude? Like, what? The K-yay-yay? Yeah, what do you want to get your sister for Christmas? Tell me what you want to get her. I worked with Detroit Homeless Outreach for many years, and my sister worked for Botswana. Man, fuck off, dude. You're on another continent. Wait, what? Shut up, dude. Like, that's not even polite. That's rude. That's poor manners. Very poor manners. All right, so Jesse says, some dude asked me for some gas money at the gas station, and he sung for me. It was legit. Brother sang? Hell yeah. Hey, if you want to sing for me, you get my tip all day. All right, Katie said, I'm going to take a blinker for you because you can't smoke I don't know what that means, but thank you. I don't know what that means. All right, Danny says, what the fuck? I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what that means. I want to get a playhouse. I'm not trying to buy you a playhouse, dude. You know what? Go build yourself a playhouse because that's what I did when I was a kid. We built ourselves a clubhouse. The Marty's Manifesto, go and see. I'll look it up. All right, and then a name I can't pronounce says, can you say happy birthday to my sister? Her name is Sabrina. No. Happy birthday, Sabrina. That's not my name. I don't know what that means. But sing, I know, is Indian. So, I don't know, maybe it means something in Indian. Okay, let's get my hood up. It's getting cold in here. It is so wild how it gets at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Shit gets fucking wild on TikTok. Fucking whatever else is going on in Rumble. I don't even know how Rumble works, but it don't work. I had a good friend named Sabrina for a long time. She's Italian. All right, little cheroot. Let's loosen up a little bit. I gotta go to bed soon at some point, I think. I don't know. Oh, gotta get a little bit more. All right, come on. Ask me a really clever question. We're on the eve of the new year. Ask me a cool question. Yeah, follow me, dude. By all means, I go live all the time. I'm always making random weird shit like this gigantic battle spoon. How tall is it? Really fucking tall. It's like 2 meters tall. Well, almost. No, I don't blaze. Well, yeah, I'm blazing, but it's only tobacco. What's that? Timu? Steven Crowder? Ah, that was amazing. Oh, Steven Crowder, Timu. That's amazing. He was actually born in Detroit, and I'm from Detroit, so that's pretty funny. No, I don't smoke marijuana though. Not at any stretch. But no, the funny fact is he actually is he was born and raised in Detroit. He was like I think like 6 or 7 years old and he went to like Quebec and then he only spoke French. And somehow he speaks very good American English. Dude, that's fucking hilarious. I actually found out recently he was the voice of one of the dudes in the cartoon Arthur. I don't know if you know Arthur or not, but when I was a kid, like that was a little younger than me, but I had a baby sister and she watched Arthur, and I had no idea this like little kid was like Arthur. That was Steven Crowder. That's so funny though. What in the world is making my toes so damn cold in here? I lost my top tier like insulation. Hell no, I don't smoke marijuana. Tobacco only. That's it. I don't inhale anything either. I just smoke them like a cigar. No inhale.